This is my 1995 Toyota Land Cruiser FZJ80. Today I'll be showcasing the Auxbeam 6-gain switch panel. If you guys don't know what a switch panel is, it's basically like a little small breaker box where it has a control and you can control all your custom lights or any kind of accessory. So let's say, for example, I have 3 sets of LED lights in front of my vehicles. They're gonna have 3 separate switch. Well, in this case, you hook those lights into a breaker box inside your hood, and then all you have is just this switch panel. This switch panel comes out, and you can control those 3 different lights. So that's the basic explanation of how it works. Now, they make the 6-gain, they make like the 4-gain, they make the 8-gain, and what it means is that they're just, you know, this is 6 breakers, 6 switches, so you can add up to 6 accessories, etc., etc. Now, back then I had, right now I have my e-locker, and I kept my e-locker on a separate switch because this is the E10 e-locker, which is very nice. You can't just turn it on. You have to push this down, push this button down, and then it goes. It's a safety mechanism. But back then I used to have, I had my e-locker, I had my round lights, my ditch lights, and then I have like another set of lights right here. And the cons about that is that you have multiple wires coming through your firewall, and for example, when you want to turn each light on and off, you have to press each individual light. Whereas in this case, I have my front my co-lights, my 6.5-inch round lights. I have them right here. I have my ditch light, which are my rigid LEDs that's on the corner of the hood, and then I have my rock lights. So the nice thing about this is that I can turn them on, and then let's say if I'm driving on the highway and let's say there's oncoming cars and I need to shut both of them off, I don't have to press both of them like that. I can just go like that, and there's a master switch. So this red button right here that turns both of them off and both of them back on. And it's also really easy. It's right here. I can drive with my left hand on the steering wheel, and whenever I need to turn them on or off, I just drop my right hand down and boop, 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 mount them right there. So I'm gonna showcase how I did it. So this is it right here. It has a couple mounts. I went ahead and drilled mine right into this center console. I was debating on putting it right here. I was debating on putting it up here, right here, and then some people, they also put it way behind here. And I like the location behind here that's nice and covered, but then it wouldn't make it accessible anymore. It would defeat the whole purpose of why I want it close by. So I decided to put it at this location. I also thought about drilling the mount onto this console and having it sideways, but then it wouldn't make sense because it wouldn't match my typing fingers. So this is the best location that I figured, and it's all nice and tight. It's not gonna tilt. You can adjust this. You can tilt it, towards this way or more that way, but I have it locked in this position. So right now I have just one wire going into that breaker box. This is just my speaker wire for my CB radio. You can see right here, external speaker wire. And then these are just the CB wires and cables and etc. So it makes it much more cleaner. So let me go ahead and show you guys the inside of the engine bay and show you guys how I hooked it up. Here's the engine bay setup on my Land Cruiser FZJ80 1FZ FE. You can see I have dual battery, and it's still a little bit messy. Couldn't use the little cleanup, but for the most part, it's much more simpler than how it was before. Now keep in mind we have 3 accessory lights only: the rock lights, the co-lights, and the ditch light. The box is right here. This is the breaker panel. All those wire goes into this box, and then you have one big wire that goes into your control board. That's all that goes through the firewall. So this piece here, I found out that this is the easiest place to mount it. I do have the ABS delete on my Cruiser here. So it basically just bolts in there through the battery tray. One of the downsides is that it does cinch it up really close, so it's hard to open up this fuse box. If I wanted to open this fuse box up, I just have to loosen these bolts up so that the fuse box can move a little bit back out. But that's all it is. So you have 3 hot wires for each of the accessories, and then all the negative wires, I have the negative wires ran back to this bolt down here. So you can put the negative wire to any place that's ground wire. And one of the biggest thing that I was questioning when I was looking into this switch gain is if you guys know how LED harness, they come with their own relay already, you don't need to install those relays. all you need is literally all you need is the hot wire and the ground, the hot and the negative from the lights. That's all you need, because inside of this fuse box they have relays already, so you can ditch the whole relays that comes with your accessory lights, and you can just plug them right into the fuse box. So hopefully that helps anybody that might be confused. Now on this fuse box here, it does have, I can't show you because it's hard to open, but it has all the relays in there and all the fuses, and that's just pretty much simple. So I can still add up to 3 more accessories if I wanted to, and then like I said, just ground them, hot wire, and then you're good to go. Now I am gonna clean this up in the summertime. I do want to go ahead and wrap these up a little bit more in some Tessa tape, just so that they're not more exposed like that. But that's pretty much it for my setup right here. Those wires down there are the rock lights wires. They're just a little bit extra wires because like I said, I can still hook up a couple more rock lights, but that's pretty much it. To provide power for this box here, you have 1 hot wire, 1 main hot wire for the box, 1 ground wire, and then you also have 1 red wire, which is this one here, and that one connects to a fuse in your vehicle. And I have that I have this fuse here hooked up to my 7.5 charge right there. So that means that it means that this fuse, anything connected to this fuse, won't work until my vehicle starts. So as soon as my vehicle starts running, this 7.5 will get power, which would then activate the switch panel, which gives the power to the control board. Now you can see right here, it has a hot wire coming out. This hot wire also runs to my my dual battery solenoid. So what that does is that once my vehicle starts, the dual battery will connect these 2 batteries together. So that's the concept. So for this wire here, this is the CC wire they call it, or the wire, the ACC wire. So this wire is basically just tapped into this hot wire here, which controls the on-off when the vehicles turn on. So that's just how it is. So super simple. You just need to find out which fuse gets power when your vehicle is on. Now you got to make sure you hook it to the right one, because even when the vehicle is off, the 15 amp and all these fuses are still getting power. You want to hook it to one that gets power when the vehicle is on, and you can do that by having a multimeter and testing it out like that. So hopefully that helps you guys. If you guys got any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And one thing I would do in the future is, like I say, I'm gonna wrap up these wires so that they're a little bit more cleaner. But technically, the hot wire for this fuse box, if you have dual battery, you're supposed to hook it up to the dual battery, so that in case if you're to drain your accessory lights or something like that, it won't drain your main battery. So if I want to do that, if I wanted to do that in the future, all I need to do is just extend this hot wire and just connect it to the secondary battery. So that's something to keep in mind if you guys are having the dual battery set up. So hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys next time.